Yeah, Z was going to do a jewelry with the farmers, basically. So he took the farmers, and then he saw two people in front of the jewelry store. They didn't open it yet, and he was like, "Fuck it, if it's just two people, we're gonna counter them, right?" So he pulled his gun out, but he told me he pulled his gun out to run up to like talk to them. So obviously they got scared because he had a Glockatron running towards them, right? So they ran up to the roof, and then Z didn't notice them run up to the roof. He just thought they ran off. So Z just went about his day and just started hitting the door. And as he's hitting the door, his girl gets domed in the head, and then he starts getting domed in the back of the head from the roof and all this shit. And it was Hades that was hitting it. So he had a little fight with Hades, ended up going down. They took his Glockatron, all this shit, and then he was just super fucking pissed. He was like, "Oh, we're going after them. Let's get a 6 and all this shit." And I was like, "Let's just, relax and find out what happened first, right?" So apparently, while that, like, right after that happened, he called Jay, and then Jay called Ray and said that if he didn't hand over, fucking, so I can't remember the dude's name, one of their members in 10 minutes, like he's gonna slam them or some shit, right? And I didn't know he said that. And then Ray was like, "Are you the highest member on right now? Like, why are you like taking this far?" And apparently, Jay told him he was the highest member on, which was not true. Like Zebra and I was chilling. So I called Ray after I talked to Storm, Zebra, and the farmers, just basically saying like, "Yo, are you guys seriously pressed about this, or can you, what do you want out of this type shit?" Zebra just wanted his Glockatron. Farmers didn't give a shit what happened. It is what it is, they said. So I said, "All right, I'll just call
Wait,
Ray."
so I'm confused here.
So the farmers
So hold on.
basically
So
failed
why
countering
did Jay
Hades.
but why did Jay want to go after them?
Because he's
He
a
was just
fucking
on
idiot.
smoke to be on smoke, bro. To be honest, he was more mad than everyone, and he wasn't even there. Like he wasn't even involved in the situation. Like he wasn't at the jewelry store. He didn't hit the jewelry store with them. Apparently they had 5, and when it happened, like he joined in at the 6, like trying to like chase Hades around and shit. Like after Zebra went down, he found out first, right? So he was just trying to take, matters into his own hands and just try to find them, I guess, before they could get out of. Like I said, I don't know what the fuck his plan was. So when I called Ray, Ray told me basically that's what Jay said to him. He has to hand over one of his members in 10 minutes, or like it's game over. Basically, like we're fucking going to war type shit. And I was like, that's not the case. Like you can't take what Jay says at face value. It's not what the besties are about. Like we're not just gonna come after you like that. We're gonna have to talk first, right? So I was like, Ray, all Zebra wants
So hold
is
on.
his.
So Zebra went up to the store. So Hades were hitting the jewelry store, and then Zebra went up there and took it from them. Or
Okay, so they were at the front door waiting. This girl Molly and some dude. They had a hostage, right? So Zebra thought it was a lick because it was just two people standing there. So he literally pulls his fucking gun out like this, and he starts running at them. And he told me he was going to talk to them, but in their mind, like there's someone sprinting towards them with a Glockatron at the jewelry store. So they're thinking they're getting countered, right? So they freaked out and set up on Z, and just shot them, or shot Z down and shot his wife down.
That sounds like to me that he just fucked up and failed fucking countering, got fucking lost.
Right? And he was super pissed about it. And I said in my own head, I was like, bro, and you like Z fucked up. Like he literally like rolled up.
I mean, it can be super pissed about it, but if we're up to a fucking jewelry
store, you don't walk up to any opposition with a gun out and expect not to be shot type shit. You know what I mean? Like, so I calmed Z down basically, and I was like, there has to be something that comes of this. We're not just gonna go slide, because he wanted to grab a random 6 and just go slide. Like nobody was awake. I'm like, bro, we're not gonna go slide fucking Hades with the farmers. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I was like, bro, I'll call Ray if you want your Glockatron back. We'll see what he says. So I called Ray, and Ray was like, yeah, like I completely understand it was a mistake on our part for not yelling at you from the rooftop before shooting, and fucking on his part for not fucking having the gun out, and it was a miscommunication.
I mean, listen, I don't know what was going through Zebra's head. I don't know if he would speak to them or what he was planning, but at the end of the day, right, like if you're gonna run up on somebody and try and take their fucking store or whatever the fuck you're trying to take from them, and shit
and
goes
you get
wrong, you gotta squash it
yeah.
at that. There's no, like, we're not going to war because we fucking failed to rob somebody. You know what I mean?
take
That's
your
never
lick
gonna
and
happen.
that's it, bro. Like it's it,
Sometimes
right?
shit
So
goes wrong. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is.
exactly. So I asked Ray for the Glockatron back. He said no problem. He said, I'll give you the Glockatron back if he's that pissed off about it. He gave us the Glockatron back, and then it was squash. So I called Jay, or Jay called me, and I said it was squash. And he's like, well, what about them saying this? What about them saying that? I'm like, everybody was heated in the moment. Everyone was yelling at each other in the moment. I'm like, shit happens. He's like, well, what about my Glock? My 10 med kits, my 8 this, my this. But I'm like, bro, you're in the gang. You can wake up tomorrow, ask somebody for a Glock, ask somebody for med kits. I'm like, we're not poor, bro. I'm not gonna ask them for, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna ask them for 8 fucking oxy, all this fucking bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
this is why I fucking drunk so much. That's why I used to drink so much for weed. Fucking holy shit.
yeah. So then, yeah. So I met up with Ray, and he was just like, "Thank you for not like being like Jay and just like being level headed." And he gave me the Glocktron, and we just squashed it at that. But yeah, it was just a little situation. Zebra, like I said, when Zebra told me the story, in my mind, I'm like, bro, you fucked up a counter. Like, and in his mind, he's like, oh, they shot me down. They just shot me down. They rolled up and shot me down. But he was the one
Yeah,
who
but you
rolled
can't.
up
Yeah,
on
but
them.
listen, I'm not. Listen, I'm just saying how it is. You can't act stupid. If you're gonna run up on a motherfucker with guns out, like,
That's what
you
I
know
was
what I
trying
mean?
to
Like,
say. Like, bro, we're not new to this friggin'
it's not like Zebra got gunned down, fucking walking around down side of the road. He run up to the fucking store while they were hitting him with guns out. Like, you know. Like,
and he was, in my opinion, he was hitting it with the farmers too, right? We got Zebra's shit back. Like, it's not up to us to get the farmers shit back. And you know what I mean? We got Zebra shit back, so it's squashed, bro. Like, so yeah.
I know, good then. Like, good shit, big dog.
Thanks, sir.